Peggy 18.
Hey guys, welcome. We're here with our special guest, Kevin Smith. We're here to talk about Rave in the Redwoods, which we're super... Oh, that's like the Batman handshake.
What the hell? You left me hanging. You're like, we're here with that guy.
Yeah,
right to the game.
This guy. We're here with this guy. We're here to talk about Rave in the Redwoods. You know, this thing that we've been secretly working on for a really long time, and it's our first DLC that we're dropping first on PlayStation 4. We're excited to show this whole thing off. The team's poured their heart into this, and obviously Kevin's helped us make this thing this really awesome, cohesive experience.
I sat in a chair and they took pictures of me. That's how I helped.
Oh, man.
It was a pretty amazing process, man. If you've never seen it, I'm sure there are pictures online. Google this sort of shit.
If there aren't, I'm going to post all of them immediately following this.
Not maybe of me, but there's a giant ball, a sphere.
I have that picture.
It felt like the third act of that Jodie Foster movie where you're like, the alien is her dad? Contact. That's what it was. You sat in a chair, and then they pushed the chair into this ball full of lights and cameras and stuff like that. And they said, don't move. The chair was automatic. I'm telling you, man, it was sci-fi. And then they took all these pictures of me, of like, how many cameras were in that big ball?
Oh, there must have been 100, maybe a little over 100.
Easy, man. They got every angle of me, even the unflattering ones.
We needed every single detail. We got to make it as authentic as possible.
That way, when I move, I look like Jabba when I run in the game with a gut going this way. I saw myself in the game. I thought I looked rather trim. I think you took 25 pounds off me. Thank you.
Well, you know, we're just trying to give you the best that we possibly
Market
can.
it. Nobody wants to play it. None of these kids want to play a video game with a fat, middle-aged man running around the woods.
I do.
I'm excited, like you read about, because I've never seen the game play yet. This is going to be exciting for me. They don't let you touch it before it comes out. You signed so many non-disclosure agreements, and like, you can't say nothing. Here's my firstborn. So I get to now see, when I saw that trailer, this first footage I saw, now I'm going to watch the game.
I was really hoping you were going to leak something, because I was looking at your house and I was like, man, I can't wait to live there. That's going to be rad.
I know. I couldn't
wait for it.
Infinity Ward would have owned me to infinity and beyond.
There you go. So in this story that we're telling, you know, just a little recap for people who are joining us. You know, we've got this director, Willard Wyler, who's played by Paul Rubens. He's done this
movie with Pee Wee Herman. Granted, it's a game, but that's even better because you can control it and you could shoot shit. You can't do that in a real movie. You couldn't shoot shit when you went and saw Pee Wee's Big Adventure in the theater.
It's actually kind of weird because you're in a game inside of a movie. So it gets really weird and convoluted really fast.
It's meta, kids.
So yeah, so we've got this terrible evil director who's cast these 4 protagonists into this film.
Played by?
We've got Seth Green, we've got Sashir Zamata, we've got Ike Barinholtz, and of course, we've got the awesome Jay Farrow. So, of course, these guys have been catapulted from the 1980s into the 1990s where they're joining you. And now they're trying to escape this much more horrific experience. You know, we were hanging out in a theme park, we were riding roller coasters, looking at Yeti eyes and things like that. And now all of a sudden we're accompanied by raving zombies and this terrible, awful slasher guy he just wants to cut your head off and hang it on his wall. He does look pretty badass.
As we used to say back in the 90s, he looks metal.
Yeah, he does look pretty metal.
We threw up the horns a lot back then.
He's got a metal mask on, and he's got a nice chainsaw to help trim a little bit of that off you if you need some trimmed off.
Can you hear the buzz about Rave in the Redwoods?
Oh, yeah.
That guy's got... Sounds like my wife's vibrator, but that was a chainsaw. Usually I'm in the other room going, why can't I be good enough? We should play the game.
We should. But before we do that, you know,
not a drug reference.
I want to talk about what we have you doing, because of course we have you featured in the game, right? And,
yes.
You know,
as myself, no less.
Of course, I was just going to say, who are you playing other than yourself?
Myself,
right?
I can't. Well, let's be honest, Lee. I can't act for shit. So if they were like, we need you, like, you know how Pee Wee's in the game, Paul Rubens, he's not Pee Wee. Paul Rubens is in the game. He's playing a character.
Yep.
I can't. If you ever saw Catch and Release, I can't act. So that was a movie. So the idea was, they said you could play you, and I said that I can do. I can act like Kevin Smith. Watch this. I made Clerks. I was acting like Kevin Smith. You could do it at home. Try it, kids. I made Clerks. There you go. Go show your mom.
There you go.
Like, I remember that movie. That boy had promise. Back to you.
Now imagine if you could play as yourself in the game, you'd be playing with yourself.
I could play
I know
with
that
myself.
Sounds totally awkward, but
it would be a first time, I swear.
You know, first time ever, right?
Look at those palms. Not a lick of hair. Look at Donald Trump-sized hands. Not a lick of hair on him.
I just shook your hand. I'm thinking about that for a second.
Let me see your hand. Hold your hands up. See, man, my hands are presidential now, son.
Yeah. It's not about the hand size. Nothing
Thank
about
God,
the hand size.
because if you measure from here to here, what you measure is the rate of dissatisfaction I've left a long wake in my. Anyway, let's play the game.
All right, so you're playing yourself in this game. We're gonna,
as I do in real life.
We're gonna hop in, and we're gonna be joined by a few other of our guests upstairs that are gonna help me hopefully stay alive, because Rave in the Redwoods is way tougher than zombies in Spaceland. So I'm going to need these guys to totally float me a little bit while Kevin and I chat and talk about this game a little bit more. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick the match off.
Take your quarter off the top of the game.
That's right.
Stick it in the slot. That's how we.
Because I got next. That's basically how we roll.
He remembers. Somebody told him.
So for those that didn't notice, we've even changed that lobby background, you know. So we've got a little bit of a slightly different background so that we have, you know, some trees and forests in the background to kind of represent Rave in the Redwoods. And I got lucky enough to be picked to play Andre, who is our grunge rocker. And you can see he got to spin his drumsticks there.
His drumsticks. So wait, Andre is played by
Jay Farrow.
Okay, so every line we hear here is Jay Farrow.
Yeah. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get out here and I'm going to pick up the axe, because, you know, fighting zombies with your fist is probably not going to get you very far.
Cut something's fucking head off.
That's what I'm looking for. So we'll see who's around here.
Take them down, man.
But my boys, and of course our resident girl Sally here, played by Sashir Zamata, she's going to help us kick some ass today.
Sashir Zamata is in Yoga Hosers. This is a big jump up in her career from that, I assure you.
All right, watch behind you, Sashir.
Oh,
there we go.
Who'd you hit? Who was that?
That zombie just got wrecked.
There you go. There you go.
Look at those raver zombies. I mean, the beads, the pacifier.
So 90s.
They were having fun in
Where
the
are the
forest.
acid wash jeans?
Oh, they're there. They're everywhere. Let's see. What else? What other weapons we got here? Let's see. Do I want that? Maybe I'll wait. I won't get a gun yet. We'll have a little fun with our axe here. So let these guys get wrecked a little bit here.
Yes, bitch. Justice. Justice! Let me ask you this. When I was a youngster, you know, they said in the 80s, in the age of Pitfall, another Activision game, you know, hey man, one day people aren't going to want to watch movies because you can play the movie. We are literally living in that predicted future, aren't we?
We are doing that right now.
Why would you watch a movie about kids at a summer camp? I'm about to make a movie about kids at a summer camp called Moose Jaws, which is Jaws but with a moose instead of a shark. Why bother? Play this game instead. That will satisfy me, and I'm in the game, so then I'll be even more satisfied. I won't be like, yeah, it was fun, I was at summer camp, but I wasn't in it. I'll be in this one.
Yeah, and you know, we wanted to make this summer camp feel pretty authentic.
It has a very authentic feel. I feel like I'm in, can I name check sources?
Let's do it.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah.
Part 3 specifically.
Yes. I wasn't a huge fan of Jason Takes Manhattan, I gotta say. I wasn't a huge fan.
Number 10, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Manhattan, and I have to say, I never really worried about some guy in a ski mask getting me, hockey mask. You know, I was more concerned about
everyday crime.
Yeah, all the everyday crime that was going on.
So you were a young lad in a movie theater going, "There's no truth in this art.
Nothing.
Go fuck yourselves."
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
I went to see Friday the 13th 3D. In theaters, kids, and you knew it was 3D because every once in a while someone would poke a stick at you or something like that. And I was, as you might imagine, a Zaftig young man, you might say. Looked like this, but you know, at age 10, it looks even worse because the body's smaller. Carrying that weight's not the same as if when you're a 46-year-old man. So it was noticeable, is what I'm getting at, Lee. And there was a friend of mine, Ed Hapstack, who was a friend of my brother of my friend Danny Hapstack. And during the movie, there's a kid in that movie where he eats chocolate. He's kind of heavy set and stuff, and they play him for a few laughs and stuff. Dopey kid. Ed Hapstack yells out in the middle of this kid's second scene, where clearly he's being like a hapless jackass. From the back of the theater, he goes, "It's Kev Smith!" 200 people fucking laughed at once. I'm still carrying it. As you can see, I painted a vivid portrait as if it happened just now and shit, but that literally happened 30 years ago. Yeah, when am I going to get over it?
I don't know, man.
That's
Some
what
of
I
these
need
things
to do, is get an axe and just start fucking, "You're at Hapstack! You're at Hapstack!
I've just had it with you, man. I've had
Kevin
it.
Smith this! and hit them and shit like that.
So we noticed we just had a nice little splash pop up that we have these new challenges set up for Rave in the Redwoods. So of course we've got player cards and new emblems that you can earn that are specific to Rave in the Redwoods. So as you guys are going through this experience, you know, make sure that you are checking that out. Ooh, I just picked up the nuke, so we just blew everybody to bits.
Why a spoon, cousin? Why are you just with an axe? Why not whip out a gun?
Well, I'm going
Have you earned a gun yet?
Yeah, I certainly could.
But you like getting in close. You like the wet work.
I like it. I like seeing the
You're
blood
like, fucking
splatter on the
man
screen.
has made it too easy to kill with a gun. Give me a good old axe.
That's right.
That's when death means something.
Let's see if I can get one of my teammates here to open this door, because I'm broke.
What do you mean,
And
broke?
I got no cash. These guys are balling over here with all this money.
You need money to open doors?
Yeah, I gotta kill everything I kill. I earn a little bit of cash
Just
in the
like
game.
summer camp.
And
Expensive.
let's see if I can kick off this challenge here. The guys are gonna hate this one. Multi kills. That means grenade kills. So these fire pits here, if one of our lucky comrades here has the pouch of goodness,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what's in that pouch, but it's going to take us somewhere pretty special. It can jump us into rave mode, where this
Jason
whole
Mewes
place.
calls my dick a pouch of goodness.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there. Second time I've heard it today. This first in reference to a game. Last time was in reference
I'm
to
forever going to reference you now as
male on
having
male
that
satisfaction.
Yeah.
Pouch of joy. What happens if you were not to move around? If you stood in one place, would eventually all the zombies come to you?
Well, not only would they come to me, but we have Sasquatch in this level that are now going to start coming out and looking to eat my face.
So they wouldn't let you stand still.
No.
So you got to fight. You can't choose to, like, you know, when they came for my neighbor, I did nothing. So
Here they come. Here they come.
Look at this.
But axe to the head.
Are the
That's always the answer.
Sasquatches zombified, or are they just being shitty? They have a bad morning?
they're just being shitty. They're like, why are you in my hood? You gotta get to stepping, buddy.
More than that, they're just like, we have the humans at their weakest. The zombies are helping us. Let's take now is our time.
Eat them.
Somebody gave a very rousing Sasquatchian speech, and then oh my god, there's the one that gave the speech. You just hatcheted him in the fucking back.
All right, here we go. We're gonna step
He's like, I
into.
had such high hopes for the rebellion, and he just fucking died. I have children.
So yeah, now
What's with
everything's.
the rave colors?
All right, so now we're in rave mode.
We are literally raving in the Redwoods,
Oh
as
yeah,
promised.
as promised.
You know, a lot of products tell you they're going to take you someplace and don't deliver. We're
Yeah.
literally raving in the Redwoods.
And we definitely are raving in the Redwoods for sure.
Not to be confused with Raven Simone in the Redwoods, which is a little series on Disney Channel.
That'd be pretty interesting.
It's
I gotta
In the
say.
80s, she was on that Cosby Show.
All right, picking up some ammo for folks here. And now, of course, when we're in this rave mode, we get to kind of see things that we normally wouldn't see,
Like,
like all these pretty colors.
looks
I mean,
psychedelic, as if somebody took
something.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what
certainly
in
not gonna say
particular.
drugs, but something.
Yeah, maybe a little something to get them going. You know, keep things a little interesting.
Oh my God! If this was happening in real life, can I be honest with you? I would not grab an axe. I would not grab a gun. I would immediately drop in front of whoever was attacking me and offer to fillet them until they let me go. That's my secret weapon. And I asked you to put it into the game. I said, can I have that special skill? Because that's believable. But no.
I really tried. I
Look at
really
that,
tried,
man.
Kev.
An axe right in the face. This could all be solved so easily with, hey, who wants a blowy? Or something like that. You know, I'm not the right one. But where are we going? This is the mine?
All right, so we're going to head into the mines, and what we're going to try to do here is we're going to show folks where they can get the power on in this map. Now, in Zombies in Spaceland, we had a bunch of power switches that you had to find to turn on the various locations in the map. But in Rave in the Redwoods, there's just one, which can be a little bit frustrating if you're looking for that one switch and you can't find it anywhere. So we're going to give folks a little bit of a peek at where they can find that.
Where'd you get a nuke?
One of my buddies here looks like they hooked me up.
With what are these low-grade nukes? Because one nuke and this whole thing's over.
You would hope, right? Yeah, these are kind of low-grade nukes. So here we are,
Thermal
power
charges.
switch.
What's going on here?
Let's turn the power on. And this room, this is not a place you want to hang out. This is the Slasher's lair. This is where he's been bringing all these unfortunate victims. And he likes to do things like this. He plays with zombies by laying up them on this wheel, spinning them around, and throwing knives right into them.
Kind of a prick, this guy.
He's not a cool guy. He's really not a cool guy.
But it's a zombie, so we don't feel that bad.
No, not at all.
But that used to be someone's dad, or
Yep.
brother,
Yep.
or son. Remember that. Next time you put an axe in some poor fucker's chest who used to be alive, they were someone else.
All right, so now that we've got the power on, let's head on upstairs so we can give a little bit of a tour about what's going on in this map, some of the things that players can find here.
This is a big world, man.
This is a big place, and I love showing this thing off.
Can you play the game in the game?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Can we?
Are you kidding me? How
Can
meta?
we play a game in a game? Quite possibly.
Shall we play a game?
And of course, we've got our lovely out-of-order magic wheel. But really importantly, we love our candy perks. And so right around the corner here, we've got one that people really love, which is Tough Enough. This is the important one. You guys want to know where this one is. And if you get in trouble, you can always drop down and get out of dodge real quick.
So you can drop down and offer
some favors.
Somebody, yeah, that's sometimes like now I'm on board with this game.
Please don't eat my brain.
Let me tell you something, man. The walking head we call it. The idea of watching someone play a video game in the 80s when I was playing video games, and even in the 90s before I had a career, would have been repugnant to me. Like how sit there and watch someone play a video game because you're just like, go left, go right. Oh, give me it. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm content to sit here and watch you play the game.
I mean, now
this looks hard.
Games are so advanced now at this point. There's so much complication to them. I mean, there's people that they're literally their job is to come into these games and find secrets and look for all the clues and figure out just what we've buried. So
I saw a dude online today who was just like, I found a quest.
Oh yeah. People are digging into this thing, man. They're digging in fast.
So now, this is on PlayStation?
This is on PlayStation 4.
One day it'll be on another system. Do you add new things later or no?
We're always adding new content. So along with this DLC, you know, we definitely have added some new stuff to multiplayer. And of course, whole new story in zombies, whole new cast of characters. And look at this. We got dancing zombies. The boombox.
They're mocking you, man.
They are. But
That's
you know
the way the zombie laughs.
that boombox is going to go off and take those guys out. That's just what we want. Just what we want.
That's what we need, infinite grenades.
All right, so let's open up a little bit more of this place and take a look around.
A lot of homages. When we were recording dialogue, there's a lot of lines from 90s movies, not stolen from them, but homages.
Definitely. And that's, you know, I think
You
that
wrote
was
all
our...
those? How do you write a video game? Tell these fools.
Oh, man, it's
These people, they're like, we don't give a fuck, dude. Show us the secrets.
it's so much
Fuck Lee,
fun,
tell
right?
us secrets. How do you tell them how to write a video game?
So really, for us, it's diving into this time period and trying to find the pop culture that really defined that era. I mean, like people like yourself,
It was wholly unnecessary.
whether it's the cast of characters, you know, Sally dressed as a gangster. You know, I remember growing up in the 90s and you know, I was out here in Los Angeles at that time, and it was really a gang scene. There was the Bloods and the Crips and all that kind of stuff. So we got Sally kind of representing that, in her gangbanging role. And of course, you know, we want the characters to sound true to life. We want them to sound just like the time period. So for me, it's diving into whether it's movies or TV shows from that time period to kind of figure out, you know, what does a grunge rocker sound like? You know, what does a gangster sound like? And trying to keep that as authentic as I possibly can.
I was there for the grunge rocking. I wasn't there for the gang banging in Los Angeles, but yeah, there was a lot of grunge rocking where I was from.
And then, of course, there was tons of raving going on, right? People just raving.
Oh, yeah.
Heading out.
You spent most of the 90s with a baby pacifier in your mouth spinning a glow stick.
Yep, wearing some candy bracelets, offering
Before
up
we
some
knew
candy
it,
to people.
It was the 2000s, and we were like, what? We wasted a decade with glow sticks up our ass.
So people have asked.
We
and of
could have been
course,
the greatest generation, and we weren't.
we got ways to deposit and share cash. We've definitely wanted to keep that so people can spread the wealth around.
Hey, man, is that a Dippin' Dot stand you just passed? Because I could go for some ice cream.
Yeah.
Look at the ice.
Somebody
God
ate
damn
that. You'd figure they at least leave.
That's the true horror of the Rave
That's
Redwoods.
right. You think
no
they at
fucking
least
ice
leave
cream.
something behind for us, right?
Really,
A
man.
little something to munch on.
Even like a lemon cone or something
All right,
like
here
that.
they come.
Which I wouldn't wish on an enemy. There you go.
There's nowhere to go,
Badang,
man.
badang.
They're just coming from everywhere.
Piam, 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 piam. Piam, 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 piam.
So, Kev, what's it like? What's it like for you?
Do your gun effect.
Pew, 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 pew.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like
You
a
know,
gun.
I'm
Listen to this
I
shit.
like laser. Of course,
like a
if
gun.
I wanted to go back to like 80s kind of stuff, like
Yeah.
you know, shooting my
That's
machine
pretty
gun,
good.
you know,
That's
that kind of stuff.
You know what? I submit. That's pretty good gun.
Yeah,
Here, I'll try.
I try, man.
That's short bursts. That's my aliens gun.
There you go.
The ceiling, man. Watch put her in charge.
They're coming out of the walls.
Yes, that's right.
And the zombies definitely. They're coming out. They're
What's
out
that
of
all
the floor.
about? What's that?
We're gonna get some
found
new grenades.
Semtex grenades.
But you know what's gonna be really fun?
What?
I'm going back into the rave.
Oh, the colors,
Oh,
the colors.
look at the colors, man. And I love how the zombies get dressed up and
I gotta be honest with the kids. I lived through the 90s, and I was never cool enough to go to a rave. This looks like that movie. What was that movie where they go to the rave? You know, that the guy who did Swingers did? Not Jon Favreau, but the guy that did Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I'm not sure.
And he
Oh,
also
wait a
did that
second.
movie that we all love where Tom Cruise keeps having to do the same shit over and over again.
So notice these fairies.
Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah.
If I talk to them, I get to stay in rave mode even longer.
Are you shitting?
Yeah, so I can hang out here for a while. In fact, we've got an achievement.
Awesome.
You know, one of the trophies you can earn here is by trying to stay in this mode for quite a long time. 5 minutes is a hard thing to do.
Go is the name of the movie I was trying to remember. It has the rave reminds me of Go.
When you said Edge of Tomorrow, I remember that movie and thinking, wow, this is Groundhog's Day, but
with
guns.
and Cruise.
And
Cruise
that's,
on fire,
like,
just shooting aliens and shit
who
in the
doesn't
face.
want to see that?
I'm with you, man. And it's one fairies are talking to us. It's one of those things where you're like, yeah, you know, I don't need to see that movie. And then you see it and you're like, they gotta make 9 of this.
Yeah. Let's get some more grenades.
Those are some cluster grenades.
This is one of my favorite
That's what
routes
you need
here.
me here for, to tell you what the screen just told you.
So, Kev, what's it like being in a Call of Duty game? What's it been like
I don't know, I haven't seen myself
since
yet.
since it's been announced that you're in this thing? What's the reception been like for you so
Life's
far?
changed. I have this legitimacy I didn't have before. People are looking at me in a new way with respect, finally. They don't just go like, that fucking fat asshole made Tusk, the Walrus movie. They go, that fat asshole's in Call of Duty. Give them respect. Hey, son, there goes a winner. I hear that a lot lately. I assume it's being thrown my way.
Well,
It's
certainly.
awesome, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, I never imagined I'd be in a game. And when they dropped that trailer last week, you know, my social media lit up.
Oh,
not just
I'm
my
down.
Twitter. What's this? Are you dying?
I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying, man. Someone get me up. Oh.
Get some food.
Look at these guys. They're all getting wrecked over here.
Can you take yourself out?
We got a nuke going on, and somebody's reviving me.
Somebody's juicing you up.
I'm gonna
You're
pick
back!
this guy up.
Oh my God! Like the Lord Himself. You're back from the dead.
It got close,
and ready
man.
to kill people who went after you in the life.
It got close. It got real close there.
That's what
And
the game of
really,
life is. You're always on the edge when you're a gamer, right? Sometimes you're dead, sometimes you're alive.
I'm just dying to get my hands on this gun right here.
What are you gonna do with that?
Oh, I'm gonna definitely have some fun with this. This is one of my favorite
Bend
guns.
over, there's my fuck you gun. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do your ba-da-da-da gun.
Here we go. Check it
your
out.
butt of
Here
the
we
gun?
go. Here we go.
Go.
Of course, this water is slowing me down, which is
Always pain
a
in the ass.
big danger.
If only you could shoot the water and kill it in this game.
You
because
know-
who needs water? Bullets. Fuck your water. Give us bullets. Hit him. Oh, that's our guy, right?
Yeah, I don't want to shoot Sally in the back. I mean, I
don't
kind
hit
of like
your
Sally.
teammate. Don't hit your teammate.
Sally's kind of cool.
Find somebody to shoot.
But we're getting close to this rave area where the music's kicking in. You can kind of see the lights, and you could tell there was a party going on here, man.
There was. What happened? Do we get to find out?
We definitely get to find out. There's
Shick. Do your reload. That's your reload?
yeah.
This isn't mine. Shick.
Yeah, so the rave area, you kind of get to see that they were grooving.
How
They
sad.
came out
You
and
go
built
to the
this
place
area.
where a party was, where nobody is anymore.
I know.
And
Isn't it
looked
depressing?
Like good times, yeah.
It looked like these people were having the time of their life, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? We're going to end all the fun.
It's true.
Party's over.
Whoa! Sasquatch is back.
Sasquatch, he's back.
You piece of shit. Taking him out. Honestly, dude, what you need to do is take you one of these Sasquatches, hopefully alive, back to the real world. You'll make a fortune. Be like, they're fucking real. There were a bunch of them.
All I'm gonna have him
shot
do-
hundreds.
I'll just have him stick his foot in cement repeatedly and sell the footprints just
That's it,
all
man.
day.
Like a plaster
you need,
caster?
Yeah, you need a plaster caster, Bigfoot. I got that. I got what you need.
He's like, that's what every mask would do.
There's only one choice. Sell Bigfoot's foot.
Multiple
You gotta-
big feet.
you gotta
call
do
them
it.
big feet? If there are a few, if it's plural? Or do you call them big foots?
That's a fantastic question. I'm gonna go with
You're the writer.
I'm gonna go with big feet.
There you go.
I'm gonna go with that.
But then people are confused.
That plural,
They're like,
that
I don't
sounds
know
like-
Big Feet. I know the legend of Bigfoot, a.k.a. Sasquatch, a.k.a. the Yeti.
Yep.
But I've never heard of Big Feet. What's that? People, you got to get people on the same
So we're going to
page.
start working towards finding your character. So some of the guys are beginning to pick up some of the parts that we need in order to get to that location.
They're gonna
So
pick up some parts. That's how you find me. I'm
That's
shopping
right.
for parts. I'm like,
we're not
you.
just going to let them get
Give me
to you
that
that
part.
easily.
No, really?
Not that easily. We're going to make them work for it a little bit.
That goes against everything I stand for. Work?
So let's
just give it to them.
Let's
easily.
party a little more here. But now that we're at scene 12,
Took
we
that.
are going to start seeing a little bit
Raver
more
out.
trouble here. So there's a good chance that we're going to get introduced to our terrible villain, the Slasher. He's going to start popping up here. And the cool thing about him is you can't get rid of him.
What do you mean?
You can't kill him.
He's not a boss?
He's someone who's going to chase you and hunt you all through Rave mode. So he is something that's formidable that
So
you
all
can't
you
get
can
rid
do
of.
is just go away from him.
You just got to get away, man.
How do you get? You just go like scream? Go away!
Go away,
Fuck
man!
off!
I don't want this.
Please, no! That kind of shit. That's
Exactly.
what I would do in real life. Instead of formulating a plan, I'd just be like screaming expletives and telling the dude how quickly I dropped to my knees. Where's this guy?
All right, so I think we just had to exit Rave mode. It might have got a little intense for our guys here. But we're getting close to our boat here. And let's see.
I'm on a boat. What
We're going to
now?
hop on. We're going to get out of here. Let's get the rest of the guys going here.
Well, as we know from every zombie movie that's ever gotten in a boat, nothing can happen to you on a boat.
Nothing can happen.
Once you leave land, nothing happens.
You're
on a
totally safe out on the water.
But
Not
it's just
really.
cruising.
Not at all.
boat. Remembering the problems we had. Going, why did we stay on land like assholes? Now we're on a boat, motherfucker, on a boat.
So, I gotta ask, what do you think it is? I mean, there's definitely this thing going on with pop culture where people are just infatuated with zombies.
yes.
What is it about zombies that people are so
You can
hyped
do
up
this
about?
because they look like people and you can kill them without feeling guilty because they've already had their lives and stuff. And in fact, it's your duty to put them down because if they bite a living person, they'll turn them into a zombie and stuff. So it's guilt-free killing of people. And then you get to play like the emotional beat every once in a while where it's just like, oh my God, that was my mother. And they're like, fuck you. And you got to kill your mother zombie and stuff. So, you get to play color with a bunch of different shades in the paint box. I think it's smart.
As you can see, it's getting way intense around here. I
What
gotta
it
get the
used
hell
to
out of
be.
there.
Think about it. When kids were young, when I was a kid, well, we played Star Wars a lot. But I guess like before that, when the kids played Cops and Robbers,
Yeah.
this makes more sense than Cops and Robbers. Cops and Robbers is like real world sad. There are robbers in the real world. So if somebody's like, I'm the robber, then you got somebody else who's like, my Uncle
dad's a
Floyd is
robber."
a robber. Exactly.
He's doing time right now.
But now if you're like, I'm the zombie, ain't nobody gonna be like, my fucking Uncle Floyd's a zombie in real life. So it's, you're safe.
Sorry, Uncle Floyd. I gotta pop your head, man. Sorry about that.
Uncle Floyd, deep cuts reference.
All right, so here we are.
We finally get to shoot Kevin Smith in the
Oh,
fucking head.
who's that guy?
What the fuck? Look how thin I look.
I might have recognized that guy from he was in something.
Yeah, back
Something.
in the day. He could have been somebody. What is he doing up there? Hiding.
So he is
That's-
definitely.
That's Kevin Smith.
He
Hiding.
said, you know what? I'm not down with this zombie stuff. I'm just gonna chill on this island, up here in this loft, and
He's like, these guys have guns. I have a hockey stick.
yeah.
And
he's-
no matter how many times I tell these zombies I made Clerks, they are not impressed.
No, they really don't care.
I can't Clerks my way out of this situation.
No autographs. They don't want any autographs
Yeah,
either.
none of
They're
that
like,
shit.
yeah, we're good, Kev. We're
They
good.
see me. I'm like, hey, man, it's me, Kevin Smith. They're like, oh, I love you on The King of Queens. I'm like, that's fucking Kevin James. God damn it. Even the undead confused me with a guy who's way more successful.
So yeah, we got you hiding out
FOS,
here.
friend of Sandler.
We got you hanging out here, trying to play it safe. And
Hiding.
we're trying to figure out a way
Up
that
in the ceiling and shit.
yeah, we're trying to figure out a way to get out of this film like we did in Zombies in Spaceland. We think you might be able to help us, but
Why
you don't.
aren't we going to ask me?
you
Just
don't
stubborn.
You don't really
like
trust
a
us
man
quite
driving,
yet.
you won't get directions and shit.
Yeah,
now that
he doesn't.
Waze exists.
He
you
doesn't.
don't need
He
that.
doesn't really. Well, I say he, but you don't really trust anybody.
Let's talk
You've
about
seen
him like he's another guy.
other actors coming into this movie
Yeah.
and going through this experience, and you're like, look, nobody's making it, man. You guys aren't making it. So yeah, best of luck to you. If you do find a way out, come back and let me know. But in the meantime, I'm kicking it right here.
So basically, you can play as any one of these 4 badasses or chicken shit Kevin Smith.
There you go.
Whose secret superpower is to cower in the ceiling, waiting for all the shit to go south. Or north, actually. Shit's gone south, apparently.
Oh, it's way
He's like, I'll
south.
be here. And then when it's all done, he's like, yo, I had your back. I was just about to jump in.
So let's get this party started again. We're going to kick it into rave mode.
Ooh, can you see Kevin Smith in rave mode?
Oh, see, Kevin he doesn't party like that.
Yeah, look at him.
He's just like, no, I'm just going to chill up here,
he's
man.
such a square.
You guys got this, right? Because I'm just going to kick it
out
here.
of them, Lee.
So
Kill the fuck out of these.
Would you have expected your character to start dancing, to start doing his rave moves, or
That would have been amazing. Does it happen?
only if we get you back in a mocap suit and we bring you to the stage? I mean, we can do that today if you're interested.
It would take probably more data than the computer can store at this point. What is a game like this? 8K? What do they call it? How many bytes of information?
Oh,
bits of
it's
Everyone
so
listening
it's
at home,
so
like, bytes
much.
of information. What is this fucking AOL?
Do you remember?
Not
But
for
you
nothing,
gotta
I still have an AOL.
you gotta remember the dial-up stuff, man. Like,
Dude, that's how I first got online. You had to plug your phone into a box that plugged in your computer, and then you would hear it dial, and then you would hear.
So the worst
the
is back.
sound of joy.
The worst was back in the day playing games like Quake, and it's like your mom picks up the phone. You're like, Mom, what are you doing? I was just playing a game.
Now that's not a problem. Right?
Yeah, kids are like, what do you mean? Pick up the phone and it cuts your game off? What?
Yeah, really.
What is that about?
Mother, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we had to struggle, man. We had to struggle. It was not nice. So yeah, now we had a chance to check you out.
I see. Now I understand like the idea of people who just like blaze out and play a game, man. Like, you
Just
could lose
zone. Oh, I just got
hours
wrecked.
Just zoning out.
Yeah, you certainly can. You know, we encourage players to jump into our game and just have a good time, man. We
Yeah.
want them to just have a good time. And now I'm punching zombies in the ass.
Look at you.
Look at
man.
that.
You're like, from hell's heart,
Look.
I stab at your rectum.
In the rectum.
That'll do. That'll do, pig. You put him down, dude. Even from the ground, you're taking out zombies. You're a goddamn hero. They'll fucking sing songs about you, write books about what you did here today.
Oh, man, my buddy Hubla's down over there.
Oh, man.
This is not looking good. I think I'm headed to the Afterlife arcade,
Are you
which is
shitting me?
kind of awesome because we want players to know this thing still exists.
Can't
so when
someone
you
save
die,
you? Did you just
when
die?
you die, you come here and you get to play arcade games and parlor games. So let's shoot some hoops.
I like your idea of the afterlife. You just keep playing games forever.
You know what? It's like there's
Is
no
anybody
escaping.
else there, though? Because if it's not, if you're alone there, that's a creepy afterlife.
Yeah, the only person that's there is Willard, and all he wants to do is talk shit to you. He's basically telling you how much you suck,
So I'm in hell, am I?
pretty much.
Because this does not sound like an idea of paradise.
Oh,
Although it's got skee ball.
and I'm saved.
I'm back.
And of course, our lost and found is returned. So I'm gonna pay some cash, and boom, guns are back.
What's that gonna sound like?
This gun sounds like insta death for everybody. But you know what? I gotta get my perk here because
When you gotta get your Kevin Smith on, dude? He wants to help. He wants to yell advice, at the very least.
it's like, hey, I can help
Hide
you.
up here with me.
I can help you by
Wait till the shit's
if you
over.
just stay up here. All right, it looks like they got the pack-a-punch open, so maybe we're gonna head back to the island here.
Did that guy have a backpack on?
He did, and in fact, when they get killed, they drop their backpacks, and you can pick them up and take their goodies.
Let me tell you something, man. It's hard enough to die, I imagine, right? None of us have ever done it. But you gotta imagine it's hard enough to die. Then you somehow get reanimated and come back to life. And although, you know, you don't have the same sense of purpose you used to, you are technically alive.
Yeah.
Then you get killed again by a dude who's like in your fucking face. You never win, man.
Yeah, you have to hope so. I mean, otherwise you just kind of slowly rot away and slowly.
We all do that right now. Act accordingly.
Yeah, I guess so. But at
Shoot
least you
the
get
fire,
to eat. You
dude.
get to eat something a little more than brains. I guess
It's true.
I'm down with eating ice cream and steak. And
There ain't no ice cream. We checked.
I know we got to fix that. We're gonna have to patch that in. We're gonna have to
You know
add
who
some ice
took it all?
cream.
Kev Smith hiding up in the attic. He
You
wouldn't
know,
clear it out. He's like, join me.
I wasn't gonna call you
I've got
out,
ice
man.
cream.
I wasn't gonna call you out, but yeah, you know,
Let them do the killing. Let's eat nutty buddies together.
you might want to let us just get a little bit of that ice cream.
Jump in the boat.
Get this
Is
guy
there-
back to life here.
Is there a infinite number of zombies?
Zombies will come forever. There
Really?
is no end to
There'll
the
never be
madness
like
of the zombies.
I've killed 200, and that's the most zombies that have ever been.
You can certainly kill 200, but we've got
The game
200
wouldn't end.
more, way more coming for you. It never ends. The madness never ends. You know, some players love
I'm
to
an
do that.
objective-oriented guy. I want to know that all the zombies are killed, and you're saying I'll never have that.
Yeah, it's never going away, man.
Infinite
The
zombies.
dead are coming forever.
I guess that's the way it would be in real life. So in that way, it's a very realistic game. You could market it as an honestly realistic game. If the dead were dead, they'd keep coming. Yeah, I'm not the right one, I'm something clever. I saw that thing in the trailer. The log. With
Oh,
spikes
yeah.
on it.
Because it's always fun to swing a log with spikes into somebody's face.
Look at me. It just won't stop, dude. Not even like one headshot. It's
No,
like,
and they just get more and more and more aggressive. They move faster. It gets harder to kill them. He was pissed because all the ice cream was gone. He was definitely going to make, he's going to enact his revenge.
Where'd it go? Big dead sucks. There's no ice cream.
All right, let's see if we can make our way back over here.
What goes on in those tents? So you can stop it.
We don't talk about what goes on in the tent, Kevin.
Nice. Infinite no.
The tent is, good times. Good times.
Buddy. I'll show you yours. You show me yours.
Hey, what do you got there? Let me see what you got. What you're working with.
Yeah. What do you got? A hatchet or a gun?
All right, let's see if I can get back over here. These guys really want to...
I tell you, with all the low-grade nukes you keep throwing around, this fucking place is irradiated. Get out, son. You're going to grow a third dick or a second eye or something like that.
That first option, man, that'd be really interesting. My wife would be like, "Whoa,
Infinite.
Alexandra, if you're watching this, I'm just saying, I'm getting nuked out over here.
The third
Things might
one's-
change.
third
Things might
one's
change
on
when I
its
get
way.
home."
But damn. Eat shit. But damn. How come you don't yell shit at the screen? That's what I'd be doing. Eat shit. Go to hell.
Take that, you
Go
bastard.
to hell. You piece of crap. You are not very nice. Shit like that. I'd probably run out of variations. It'd probably be a lot of fuck you, I'll be honest. Not that good a writer.
Hey, whatever gets you through, man.
You know
Whatever
what I'm
gets you through.
F you.
Let's drop
What's
off
that? What happened there? What'd you drop off?
So what's happening there is we get to mix and match these gems that we find, and if you match certain colors, you can get some pretty nice goodies out of it, like that boombox that we saw earlier that was making all the zombies dance around. Or a sentry gun that will sit around and blast zombies for you. And those lumberjacks carrying axes, they like to swing the axes, which are a whole lot of fun. Taking an axe to the face is, yeah, real exciting.
Swing that axe into his face. What's Banshee?
Oh, that's trouble.
What's going on? Talk me through it. Did you just pull a card out?
I just pulled a card out, which we call our Fate and Fortune cards. And I spawned something that I'm hoping I can get back to here. But what that does is allows me to sort of drop some power-ups or have some special ability for a short duration of time,
Shot
which
him
is
in the
always
knee.
it's always in your favor.
You shot a zombie in the knee, dude. Head shots only.
The best part about shooting them in the knees is then they're just crawling around on the ground. And then, of course, I can, stomp on them if I want with my axe or blast them in the face for good.
You got this all figured out.
All right, so now I'm going to
Things
see
are
if I can
quiet.
loop back around.
All right, see, everyone's gone. Just
see,
build
that's-
yourself a house, barricade the doors, and live in there forever.
You'd think that, right? But all these dolls, it seems like these people tried it. They were boarding windows and shit, and none of that worked out for them.
Good point.
I think indoors is it's just no good. No good. But at least these aren't like, you saw World War Z, man. Like, that, I don't want to mess with zombies like that, man.
They've been
like,
making bridges and stuff.
yeah, they're just like, we're just going to pile up, and they actually, like, they're working together. They're like, yeah, you know what? Let's just stack up and make a zombie ladder, and we'll get up there and eat these guys.
like those ants.
Like, I'm not down with that, man. I'm totally not down with that.
Whoa! How come you don't kill that one coming out the ground?
Well, I'm going to let them track me a little bit here,
Why?
because I'm going to bring them over to this trap
Oh.
that
Lee's springing a trap.
We like to
Hear that?
we
We're
like-
springing traps.
We might want to feed them to the fishes.
There you go. Really? Is there a fish to feed them to?
Ooh, there's some nasty fish. Actually,
Zombified fish?
I really want to make a run for that
fish.
boat. Let's get some trailblazers. So let's see if you can get the movie reference from this one.
That's Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Nice little Easter egg there.
Yeah.
At
So
a
we
time.
introduced that in our Zombies in Spaceland map, and of course we had to bring it over. It was a fan favorite, and it's something that the community kind of called out, wanting this ability to have this extra power when you slide around. And although it's not exactly how the community designed it, it was sort of homage to those guys as well, because we love getting their feedback and we love hearing what they think is interesting about the map, and definitely about the gameplay. So let's go back into
in
the
Rave
party.
mode.
And I hear him, but I don't see him. And that's the thing about this slasher, man. He just comes out of nowhere.
What's your Rave music?
There he is. That's the slasher. So that guy, notice the trap did nothing. He just walked right through it. Shit.
I'm pissing my pants, Rodley! He slows down, so he don't run.
Yeah. He runs, but I can't do anything to him. I can't.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
My weapon
Shoot
won't do
him
anything to
again.
him.
What happened to the low-grade nukes?
And he loves to grind his chainsaw against his mask.
Dude, you put us in this nightmare. Get us the fuck out.
So notice he's gone. He's instantly gone.
Yeah, where'd he go?
So he's back in Rave. He's back in Rave vision. So if we go back into that, he's there. He's always there.
Is there
Now, there's
benefit to
gotta be
being
a
in
way.
Rave vision?
There's got to be a way to pull him out of there. We can't tell people how to do it, but there's definitely got to be a way to do it.
How? I know.
You're that guy. I knew you were
heard
going to
you
ask
say.
me that.
So wait a second. We're back in the boat.
We're back in the boat. We're going to make our way to the other side of the island.
Just sit right back in
And-
here. Tell the fateful trip.
Oh, I
This
missed
is
that show.
pastoral, man. Like, this is the part of the game that I would enjoy the most. If I was playing with my kid, I'd be like, let's just get on the boat and go around the lake a few times. I'd be like, this is boring. You don't know how to play video games. I was like, I was playing video games since you were fucking before you were born. Pitfall. Was somebody literally holding my... I know, I just didn't want it to go there. I keep pulling it down here, though. That was a choice.
So besides
Forgot
Pitfall,
somebody came and dressed me.
besides Pitfall, and obviously Call of Duty,
Wait.
like when you were growing up, what was like the game for you? What was like the thing that you were? I mean, you talked about putting the quarter on the
Centipede
machine.
was my game, son. They had Centipede at the Cumberland Farms down the block from where I lived, and I put many a quarter. I fed the machine. I had my name up there a few times. KEV.
Ooh. So we brought this place back, which is called the Pack-a-Punch Room. And what I'm doing to my gun there...
Motion picture projector.
Exactly. I'm actually souping my gun up. So now it's kind of... Notice it's changed its color.
It's a little ravey.
Yeah, it's kind of stepped it up a little bit. Now, if I had completed Zombies in Spaceland, I might see a little bit more information in this room about what's going on. But unfortunately, the account I'm playing on right now hasn't completed Zombies in Spaceland.
Oh, sure. Blame the account you're playing on.
Lame.
It's not you. It's the account. It's
No,
always the account.
it's always the account. It's not. It's never me, man.
All right,
So now I got this souped up gun, and now
Sasquatch is back.
Sasquatches are getting wrecked. Because this gun now is going to put in work. So here we go. So
we're
notice
going
he's
to kill
throw-
every one of you before science finds you.
So interestingly enough, you know, that guy, he was reaching into the ground. He's throwing something at you.
Yeah, what is that?
You know,
I've assumed he was throwing his own poo.
See, you and I think exactly alike, because when we originally designed that character, he was reaching behind and he was throwing his shit at you.
I remember when I was a kid, they used to tell us, you never want to meet Bigfoot. He'll throw his poo at
He
you.
just throws shit at you.
And that was terrifying to a child. I was like, what if it gets in my mouth? I didn't even think about like if he would kill us or anything like that. The poo was enough of a deterrent.
You know, just thinking, we were like, yeah, you know, and then flies could like buzz around the screen and like be stuck to your. It'd be really interesting.
So what happened to that amazing game?
So yeah, we said, you know, maybe throwing.
You said they're not ready.
Shit is not the.
They're
right,
not ready yet, you said.
It's not the right thing to
2018,
do.
poo throwing. Infinite poo. Just going to keep flying.
All right,
Call of Duty, if you will. D-O-O-D-Y. Get it? 'Cause
Call
you're
of
throwing poo. 'Cause
Duty.
you're throwing.
I see what you did there.
I'm not as good a writer as this guy. but I fancy myself a wordsmith.
So now
What is with the
our characters
clapboard?
So that's every time we've all the zombies that are going to come out through scene 17. There's a specific number of them that are going to come out. So once we kill all of those guys, we can go on to the next scene. So it's kind of like going through the various chapters or scenes of a movie.
That one didn't want to be your friend? You're just shooting all these fuckers. You don't even stop to be like, friend or foe. Even dogs sniff each other's asses before they go at it and stuff.
If he would have walked
I'm
out...
not telling you how to do your job. I'm just saying ask the next one.
If he would have been, wagging his tail or something or looking a
He
little
was
more
wagging
friendly.
his tail. He was
I don't know,
dancing.
man. Those eyes look
There's
like...
another one. You didn't give him a chance. Looked like he could have been a buddy.
He was
that could
looking
have
at
been
me.
your best friend.
He was looking at me pretty hardcore, man. In fact, I could see that he was looking at me and going, "That I'll have that
That's
off
the
the
kind
menu.
of guy that helps you move your furniture.
I'll have that off the menu. That guy right there. I'll have him." That's what he's thinking.
What are these? Ooh, what are these?
I'm gonna pick up. So those are those backpacks we talked about earlier. So if you drop those backpacks,
You can go back and grab them later.
yeah, exactly.
They're not interested in them? Nobody else grabs them?
Some people want them. They definitely want them, but it just depends on what it is. All right. So
Flip a card.
now my headshots are going to be more powerful. Like you said, shoot him in the head, not the knees.
There you go. Always put one in the brain.
Bullet to the brain. That's the way it works.
Shit.
Oh, that's good right there. We want that.
Assault rifle kills.
Infinite ammo. We can just let them rip now.
When does it run out? It doesn't because it's infinite?
As soon as the power-up icon goes away.
So it's not
Now, you
infinite.
see, I mean, look at this.
Semi-infinite.
Look at what my teammates are doing, man.
Momentary.
These guys are so good.
Who are they? Are you playing with people?
Yeah, I'm playing with three other teammates here.
How come they're not playing in the room with us? How come you get all the credit?
That's the beauty.
They seem to be doing much better than you.
That's the beauty of technology is
Dude,
you
this
can
one
play
guy's
with
got
friends now.
$7,000. You only got 5,200. I want to play with that guy.
You can play games now, and you don't even have to be in the same country, same
amazing.
state, same city, same house.
I did that back in the day with a hockey game. I used to play with people in Canada. They were much better at the hockey game than I ever was. They have natural aptitude being Canadian and whatnot. But it feels like...
I'm tempted to start the party again, but man, I don't know.
Start the party, dude. Start the fucking party, Lee.
This is a
Bring
bad
'em
place
back.
to be. Let me
Bring
see.
them back. Dude, if you die, we come back.
Let's see.
Start the party. Start the
I'm
party.
getting out of here. So I'm gonna zip line
What?
way back over here.
Oh my God, that feels real. If you had a fan blowing on me.
Let's go ahead and get our buddy up here. I love that dialogue there. Time for your comeback tour, baby.
Words I've been waiting to hear my whole career. When, Lord, when does Kevin Smith make an appearance? Is he still hiding in the rafters?
He's still hiding in the rafters. But it's interesting about your character. There's
Nothing's interesting about my
There's
character.
memory.
I'm hiding in the rafters the whole time. You're doing all the cool shit, killing people, taking on zombies. I'm hiding in the rafters. That's my special
So
power.
there's these memory charms that you can find that are located around the map.
Yeah.
And these help tell some of the backstory about what's going on with not only your character, but also other characters, other people who have been sent into the film by Willard Wyler. So we highly encourage players to locate and find those memory charms. Not only are they going to give you backstory, but they kind of work like the perks. And I think that's the thing that people have been asking us for a long time is, we want more perks. We want more ways to empower ourselves and feel like just badasses when we walk around through this environment.
What about a vote of confidence? What about somebody just saying, good job? Doesn't that empower somebody?
You know what? I just don't think it's going to do it against zombies. Vote of confidence isn't going to get you very far.
Have you tried? You won't even talk to these zombies.
Yeah.
You got to bring something more to the table than a gun, my friend.
I think
willingness to-
this is the only thing that they
That
understand.
one was just trying to mend fences.
This is all they understand. They
That
understand
one
bullets to
looked
the
like
brain.
He understood what was up. Refund policy. What's going on?
So refund policy, that's going to allow me to spend money, but I'm going to not have to spend as much. So I'm going to get about 30% savings. So all those
Because
cards...
you're shooting in a different state with a tax rebate. I got stuff like that in my line of work. Ooh, I like these bridges.
I got taxes to file soon. I got to
Could you
think
fall
about
off that bridge?
You could. And
Don't
in fact,
do it.
that's one of those intense moments that it drops you into this water where you're moving slow. And so that, making it across that bridge is kind of that hold your breath moment as you're like, okay, don't fall. Shit, I fell.
Yeah. But you got over easy.
Takes a little bit of practice, I can tell you. There's a couple of
And
times where I'm
here
like,
we
yeah, I got it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't make it.
You made it.
But it's always that hold your breath moment. You're like, oh, please don't fall. Something else we introduced that's new to this map is we can climb. So now I'm going to go ahead and climb up
How you
this
doing
wall.
This shit? Using those outcroppings?
Yeah. And I can get myself back up here
Spider-Man.
just a little bit.
Go fuck yourself. Oh, you want a piece of this? Oh my God, run, dude. There's a lot of
Yeah, it's getting crazy over there.
It's getting kind of hectic.
It's getting kind of hectic. Yep, it
The
is.
spirit of the 90s.
What was that, like CNC Music Factory? You know, if Brian Bright were here,
That wasn't
our
CNC
project director,
Music
Brian
Factory.
Bright, he is literally a walking encyclopedia when it comes to music. This
Then he would
dude,
tell you that was definitely not CNC
this dude has
Music Factory.
so
They
yeah,
did songs like
he calls me out on music all the time. This guy is he knows everything. I mean, he's got so much music. It's just ridiculous, man.
God, what is it like? Make you sweat and shit like that. No, I can't. But who sang? And I got the snap.
Snap, that's right.
Take
That
you
is
right to
right.
the 90s there.
And Brian's probably watching this stream right now, sitting at his desk, shaking his head, going, "Lee, what the hell, man?
He's like,
Get the
"Look,
music
you
right,
pulled
bro."
Snap out your asses. I was glad for that.
Yeah,
much.
he's like, "Oh, thank goodness they know something."
Man, whoa,
See, she didn't wanna-
whoa, right in the head.
See, she's like,
Get
you know
off
what?
of me.
She's like, I'm not even going to ask to kiss you. I'm just going to go ahead and move in on you and just grab you and make it happen. I might have heard somebody else who does that. I'm not sure who.
Now, we're in the 90s. Everything's better here.
Everything is better here. I had a good time in the 1990s.
Me too.
So I got some cash. I'm going to go ahead and restock my fortune
Hey,
cards.
that reminds me of Big. The Tom Hanks movie.
Yes. Good eye, Kev. Good eye. That's one of my favorites, man. I love Big.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Zoltar, right?
This is Old Tar.
I wish I was big.
I still make that wish.
Did you want him to? Me too, but it's just not about my size here, just elsewhere. Did you ever, when you watched that movie, did you want him to stay a big boy and not turn into a little kid again?
Honestly, I was down with him saying I would have. That would have been my choice
At least having sex before
he's-
he went back to. Well, he did that quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you skip all of like the craziness of adulthood, and you get to just kind of jump past all this nonsense. And honestly, as you're an adult, you're just trying to get back to being a kid as much as you can.
How do you live the rest of your life knowing that through some satanic witchcraft, you were changed into a younger version or an older version of yourself and had experiences and pleasures that you shouldn't know for years? How do you keep them down on the farm once they've seen Paris?
There's no going back, man.
I want to see Big, the sequel, Big 2.
And honestly, I mean,
Bigger.
at this point, if I wish to be old, I mean, I'd have a walker, man. It'd be over for me. It'd be walker time, geriatric life.
If you were like, I wish I was big.
I wish I was big, and it's like, boom, my hair's gray, my teeth have fallen out. It's all over.
You're describing me. That's what I saw this morning when I looked in the mirror. There's the ice cream again. You're a tease, dude.
That's how I roll.
Keep bringing me in for the ice cream.
The community says it to me all the time. They're like, man, you keep teasing all these secrets and all these Easter eggs. Just tell us, man. Just tell us. And then I put a sunglasses emoji up, and everyone says, that bastard.
What does the sunglass emoji stand for?
That just means, haha, I'm not telling you. Good try. Good try, guys.
I feel like I'm running. But
Yeah, we're running. We're running, all right. We're running for our lives.
Can we clear a path to that door just in case? I'm starting to feel a little nauseous. I feel like I might hurl, so I don't want to throw up on you. I want to be able to dash in the hallway.
You got to do it on camera, because then we can then use that for something. I can only imagine.
Oh my lord!
I'm gonna get eaten right now. I'm gonna get eaten.
Oh, excuse me. That might save us.
Your
You know
character
what?
actually
Play
does
for
that.
a sec. I'll be back.
Your character does that in game.
Oh, good lord.
All right, so here we are, making it back through the caverns again. And I'm going to head back through the Slasher's lair one more time and back upstairs, because I want that mule munchies, but I'm scared to go into that corner. That corner is bad news. You get stuck in there and it is over. So let's make a mad dash for it. Mule munchies. So I was telling Kev earlier that we wanted to tell that story, that backstory of Willard, and sort of some of the experiences of some of the other actors that might have been through these films. And those memory charms we spoke about are how you can find out a little bit more about Willard and some of the people that he sent in. And we wanted to paint this picture of this really morbid individual. I mean, the types of people that he's sent into these films has been it's pretty. Oh man, why did anybody go into rave mode? The slasher's there. The slasher's there. Run for your lives. Oh, and look at that. You run and boom, he's right in front of you again. It reminds me of that. It's like Michael Myers, man. It's like you're running top speed. You're an Olympic runner, and next thing you know, you turn around, this guy's walking, and he's standing right in front of you. That's just like classic 90s, 80s horror stuff right there. And I'll take the fairies. I'll have the fairies, and we'll stay in this. Oh, shit, there he is again. There he is again. And we got quite a plot twist coming for those that find all those memory charms. You're going to get to find out a little bit more about the slasher, too, and just exactly who he is and why he's causing all this trouble and doing all these terrible things to everybody. You know, that... Oh, shit, there he is again. He's not letting me get very far. Let's clear a path. Oh, I'm down. And thank goodness we're out of rave mode because the slasher was about to make it happen. So for you guys that are up for the challenges, like I mentioned earlier, we've got all those player cards and all those emblems that are specific to Rave and the Redwoods. So you got a whole new set of challenges that you can work towards to unlock some of those cool goodies, which is really, really exciting. So I hope you guys had a good time checking out our trip through Rave and the Redwoods. We had a great time exploring the environment, letting you get a sort of a sneak peek and a look at what there is in the map. Of course, we had a great time talking with Kevin Smith. We'll be sure to post some photos and maybe even put a couple of quick videos out just to kind of say, hey, thanks for coming out and checking us out today. I'm sure Kev had a great time. We had a great time. Thanks to everyone that logged in and viewed today. Thank you most to Kevin and, of course, my 3 teammates that helped us survive this experience. I got to call out Hoobla, Mr. Travis Ramon. I got to call out Adrian Sandoval. And the other Kevin, whom I just met, who's upstairs helping us get through this experience. And, of course, to the Zombies team. Guys, crushing it. Great job. And once again, thank you, folks, for joining us today. And we are signing off.
At an abandoned summer camp, deep in the woods, 4 stranded companions will become the life of the party.
We got recast and the script has been flipped.
Zombies, welcome to my party.
This looks like a summer vacation right out of a nightmare.
Talk about the boonies. Who the hell booked this gig?
Let's play.
Woo! This is awesome!
I guess I didn't know.
Whoa, that was gnarly.
I guess I didn't know.
Like the lambs to the slaughter, eh?
I can feel the universe.
Ooh, look at the colors, man.
This January, dance like somebody's watching.
From the rave to the grave.
Like a boss.
You dead now, Holmes?
Rave and the Redwoods.
I guess I didn't know.
Kiss your brains goodbye.
Get the season pass now. 4 DLC packs for one great price.